I'm an I don't give a fuck burper. Hey kids, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda. I make videos about movies, TV shows, books, and writing, and sometimes other stuff. So I've been meaning to make this video for a while because I went and saw this show weeks ago. But alas, my brain goes about a mile a minute pretty much every second of the day, so I ended up forgetting. Actually, what really happened was I brought the CD into my office thinking, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna film a video and I'll probably have it up, by next week. And what ended up happening was that at some point I put something on top of the CD and just completely forgot about it because I am that annoying. Anyway, so back on December 15th, as a way to celebrate our anniversary this year, my husband and I went to go see Jamie Kennedy at the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria. I was super excited. First of all, because I had never seen Jamie Kennedy live. I was a fan of Jamie Kennedy's from his JKX days. For those of you that live under a rock or are simply too young to remember, JKX was essentially the original Punk'd. It was a reality show where Jamie Kennedy would dress up in all these different disguises and try to prank people out in public. It was really freaking funny. I actually had a thought to bring my collection. I have all 3 seasons because, of course I do. But I actually thought to bring these, or at least one of them, to get them signed, but I wasn't really sure. I'd never been to the jukebox, and I wasn't really sure if that was going to be a thing, or even if we would get to meet him afterwards. But anyway, I was a really big fan of Jamie Kennedy in my later teen years, so I was really, really excited to get to go see him. So we get there, the space is amazing, first of all. I mean, it looked really solid. It was basically like a bar type area in the front, and then the comedy club portion of it was like a separate room in the back, which was really nice. It was like a really intimate spot. Great to see any kind of stand-up, in my opinion anyway. So the show starts. He has this really, really great kid come up, Von Michael. I'm gonna leave all of his social media information down below. I remember him being super, super funny and just a really chill atmosphere. That was one thing that really, really hit me was even though we were there to see this comedy club, I was expecting high energy, but it was really chill. It's still really funny. I honestly don't remember that much of his of either one of their stand-ups as far as what they talked about, but I do remember that it was relevant. I mean, they talked about current events, both of them did, and I actually ended up following Von Michael on Instagram and Twitter. I don't really see his tweets that often, but his Instagram I see quite a bit of on my feed, and he's a really funny cat on Instagram and super insightful too, I must say. So anyway, it's time for Jamie Kennedy to come up, and I was really nervous. I'm gonna be honest, we were sitting right in the front, and I was really nervous because a few years ago I had an experience where I went and saw a comedian that I had enjoyed as a kid. I'm not gonna, well, fuck it, I'm gonna name names. So I went and saw Pauly Shore in 2005. He was another one that in my later teen years, I really was into his movies. I thought he was super funny, and I was really, really excited to get to go see him perform live. And it was so it was so underwhelming. Even when he did the whole weasel bit, it wasn't the experience that I thought it was going to be. So going to see Jamie Kennedy, I was equally nervous because A, I'm older and I'm not more mature or anything, but still, I was worried that I was setting my expectations way too high. But honestly, I think I set them way too low because he was funny. I was genuinely laughing. It wasn't even a polite laugh. I was genuinely laughing. His stand-up was different than what I thought it was going to be, but it was relevant. It was, still had that edgy Jamie Kennedy feel. A lot more R-rated, I would say, than the kind of stuff that you would see on the Jamie Kennedy Experiment, probably because, the Jamie Kennedy Experiment was for primetime TV. His persona on stage is different than I expected. I don't know, I guess maybe I expected what I saw in the Jamie Kennedy Experiment, even though that was years ago. When was the last, let's see, what is this? 3rd season, okay. So this was produced, it looks like 2003, 2004. I don't know when it actually aired. Oh yeah, they aired in 2003, 2004. So over 10 years ago. But I don't know, I didn't necessarily expect the persona, the persona that he was exhibiting on stage. I mean, I liked it though. I was into it. It kind of had that there's this voice that he does where he's yelling, but he's also I don't know, he's yelling deep in his throat. I don't really know how to describe it.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula.
Anyway, so he was doing a little bit of that, and then he was also doing kind of almost a mundane kind of like,
thank you,
like that. Whereas Vaughn was a little bit more laid back. He was a little more, I don't know, not so much a persona as much as him. I really had an amazing time though. And best part in my opinion anyway, the best part was that it wasn't like a ton of people there. I mean, it was a good sized crowd, I would say, I think we went on a Sunday night or a Saturday night. We went on a Saturday night. I don't know. We had a really great time. It was a fantastic anniversary. And we got to meet him afterwards, which was really cool. We got to take a picture with him. I actually got to take a picture with Von Michael as well. Super nice guy. Jamie Kennedy, also super nice guy. He was kind of sarcastic. I think he was still kind of in character when we were meeting him. Or maybe he wasn't and he's just like that. I don't know. But he was great. I had a really great time. We loved this comedy club. I think Adam had been there before. I had never been there. I'm obviously not from here. But I had never been there. I really liked it a lot. I would love to go back to the Jukebox Comedy Club. And yeah, I had a really great time. And it looks like they have like really good headliners usually. So that's promising. We got to meet him afterwards. As you can see, well, you probably don't know this. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. But I'm wearing the t-shirt that he was selling there. As you can see, there you go. He signed it. So this is probably the only time I'm going to be wearing the t-shirt, to be honest with you. Because he signed it. Like, I don't want to like wear it because then I'm gonna have to wash it and then I might wash his signature off. So I did also purchase his CD because again, you know, I'm weird like that. I haven't listened to it yet because I have a feeling that it's probably rated R. And I do have a 5-year-old, you know, that rides in the car with me, so I'm gonna have to give it a listen when he's not in the car, and then I can assess whether or not it would be okay to listen to it with him in the car. But he also signed this. Look at that. He even signed it, he put don't burp, because there was this guy, bro, that let out like this loud ass like burp right in the middle of his set. I remember doing one of these, like, fucking ew. Seriously though, who does that? I burp all the time. I burp at random times, but it's always in my house. I've never burped in public like that. Like, you don't do it in public. That's like the unspoken rule of like the I don't give a fuck burpers, right? I'm an I don't give a fuck burper. But I don't go out in public and don't give a fuck burp because what the fuck? It's disgusting. It's rude. It's so rude. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Jamie Kennedy certainly met and exceeded my expectations. His stand-up was amazing, so funny. And I just recently found out that he also has, like, I think it's a podcast that also happens to, like, he posts it on YouTube. Okay, so it looks like the name of the podcast is Hate to Break It to You, but it is on his YouTube channel, Jamie Kennedy. I'll leave it linked down below, so no worries. Everything will be fine. I am eventually going to give this a listen, I swear, and I'm gonna probably do another video reviewing just the CD. Also, I really want to get this shirt off so that I don't get like my stink on it. I mean, I showered earlier, but still. Do people get shirts framed? Maybe I'll just get like a mannequin and like put it at like a random spot and just put the t-shirt on the mannequin. Should I get a boy mannequin or a girl mannequin? Ooh, you know what I'm thinking in my head. Content! Just kidding. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, kids. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was super random, but if you do get a chance to go and see Jamie Kennedy, I know he's gonna be in Chicago. He's gonna be in Chicago for Chicago Improv on Super Bowl weekend, so I figured I would make this video sooner rather than later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure, if you haven't yet, to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Ding that little bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. I usually post on Wednesdays. I might be posting a little bit more often during the week though, but for now it's just Wednesdays. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you next time.